Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside as we are live on the campus of Beverly High School to bring you this game today. My name is Dominic Lorenzano. I'm bringing you this one by myself so far for this one for the JV game. Then I will be back with Mike Anderson, as always, to give you the varsity later tonight. But, you know, in this COVID season, BevCam continuing to stay dedicated to making sure everybody can watch the games. So we're giving you the JV squad today. The Beverly Lady Panthers JV taking on Masconomet. I think what I'm seeing here is they have their record at 2-4. I got told it was 4-2. I thought they had a winning record, but Masco is a perfect 6-0 when I heard that from down there on the court from everybody down there as well, also on your screen. Oh, there it is. There we go. We changed it. Beverly is 4-2, just as we suspected. And anyway, I'm sure most of the people who are listening right now have probably been along for quite a few games, so you should probably know the deals by now. We don't have a jump ball anymore with some of the COVID regulations, so they flip a coin. So that's how these games get underway. And we are, everyone going out to the court right now. I think we are ready to go. Panthers will start with the ball. Inbounding is Taya Killiam to Maddie Carter, and we are off. Maddie loses control right there. Bad start for the Panthers, and now Masconomet trying to get something out of this on the other end. Swinging it around on the outside, looking for something, and ends up with a long shot. Drained it. Carissa Scannell, the one who drains the three there and gets Masconomet off to a good start. Now banging it inside, nothing there. Kicks it back out. Long three of their own for the Panthers, not going to go. And Masconomet looking to run on the other end. Slows it down, lets her teammate get there, but she can't convert on the easy bucket, the easy look. And a travel there. Carissa with the inbounds pass, got it. Got it into a Margaret Hook. Carter off, driving, kicks it back out, long three, no. And by the way, I've just been told that the JV squad got the hand-me-downs from the varsity team. So my apologies to everyone who's tuning into this game. That there's a very high chance that I don't have your child's number, or I'm going to say the wrong name. So on my roster, 21 is Maddie Carter. But who knows? Because 31 isn't on my roster. Anyway, Masco in control now on the other end. Carissa swing the ball down low, offered to not take the shot. Driving inside, throws up a floater, not going to go. I'm going to guess 21 is actually Molly Potter, though, since I seem to remember her doing most of the point guard duties last game I was here. So I think 21 is Molly Potter now. Driving shot clock near the end, throws up a prayer, not going to go when Masco comes up with it. And she has it batted away, but nothing doing. Carissa flying up the floor. She's doing it's number 4, Carissa, doing a great job. ball movement running this offense for Masconomet. Driving on the other end and has it swatted away. Now Beverly looking to have something of their own. Molly driving, finds nothing, has to kick it out, and it ends up getting picked off. And now on the other end, Carissa with an easy look, can't convert. Number 3 setting the pick. Swings it back out, still nothing there. Potter, geez, looking for something inside, nothing there, and another turnover. But and now a mass substitution. Again, guys, I'm sorry. A bunch of them have new numbers, so I don't really know the numbers so far. I can pick out Molly Potter as the point guard generally, and Molly Durain as well. Thinks about the shot, ends up giving it up. Oh my goodness, beautiful ball movement again from Masconomet. Good look, but not gonna go. Masco has missed some easy buckets though. Beverly looking to fly on the other end, 22. It looked like she was a little premature putting that ball up and gonna end up costing the Panthers the possession. It was Angelina DeLewis bringing up the ball for Masco. Number 50 has it, kicks off her leg. Masco somehow still comes up with it and now driving inside and a foul. Foul on number 23. And now Jessica DeLucia to the line. And she drains her first. And Jessica gets them both, and Masconomet up to a commanding 9-0 lead right now. Beverly badly in need of a bucket. Taking a long two, ball goes out of bounds, and it's Masconomet's. Things kind of going from bad to worse right now, and Beverly electing to do a press. It's broken easily, but then on the other end, Masco ends up turning the ball over. Another long two, not going to go. I think that might be Kelly Woodbury, number 13. Driving inside, nearly lost it, and she ends up losing it actually anyway. Now Beverly trying to trap her. They are slowing down it up the floor now. Beautiful ball movement though to break the aggressiveness and turn it against Beverly, but unable to convert on the easy bucket. Now on the other end, an easy look for the Panthers. Layup, no. And boy, everyone's hitting the deck right now. Masco comes up with it. And they're going to talk about something here. I don't know if they called a timeout or a jump ball. I think they called the jump ball before everything happened. And again, for people who've been, if anyone has not been tuning in all season, they're going to be a lot quicker with counting jump balls right now because they don't want two players tangled up like that in that close of contact for a prolonged period of time. Now number 13 bringing the ball up, looks for her teammate. Nothing there, kicks it back out. 13 on a shot, looks good, rattles around and goes in. Beverly With 2 minutes to go on the first quarter on the scoreboard, it's 9-2. Now 34 flying up the entire floor and going to draw a foul. Foul on number 32 for the Panthers. Panthers turning up the aggressiveness a little bit on defense, trying to get in these girls' shirts a little bit and try and get some steals. And just on cue, the Panthers get another steal. They got numbers 3-2, can't get the pass over the defender though. And Masconomet ends up getting the ball back, trying to push it down low to 34. Has it go off her hands. And both teams exchanging turnovers there. And in the end, Beverly has the ball back with the score still 9-2. Carissa tried to poke that ball out, not quite. Kicks it out, number 25 on the shot, no. And then that ball goes out of bounds, it's Masconomet's. And the way to go, Carissa having no problems with the press. She's gonna have to slow it down though. Driving, number 10, the help doesn't come in time, but they get bailed out because Masconomet, again, they've had some easy looks so far in this game and not able to convert on them. The score could be a lot worse. Number 13 on a shot, no. Masco coming up with the ball. They got Carissa wide open, and she doesn't see her. But inside the 52, easy look, no. Carissa opts to take a long shot, not gonna go. And once again, Beverly kind of bailed out again on the Masconomet possession. It looks like Masco is in a 2-3 zone. It's giving the Panthers all sorts of problems. They really can't penetrate, they can't get anything, and ends up throwing up a prayer. And with that, the first quarter will end with Masconomet ahead 9-2. And Masco really went ice cold there for a long time. I don't have the gameplay in front of me, but it seemed like for the last like 2 or 3 minutes of that quarter, they didn't score at all. And Beverly very lucky right now. This game could be, the score could be a lot worse right now. Masco has had some very easy looks, and on defense, they're making everything very tough on the Panthers. Beverly having almost no success getting the ball inside, driving, or anything like that. So having some problems against what looks like sometimes even a zone that Masconomet is playing. So if anyone's tuning in right now, my apologies, but the girls, the JV squad's numbers have changed. I believe they are, a lot of them are wearing some of the jerseys that the varsity was wearing before they changed uniforms. So the roster sheet in front of me with numbers on it is, at this point, seeming almost useless, since it seems like most of them have changed their number. I do have Masconomet's roster, though. It's interesting that I can now say the names correctly of the numbers for the opponent, but not the home team. Funny how these things work out. It would work in the same, this would happen in the same season that we had the COVID year, too. Just everything gets messed up. So the second quarter begins with Masco with the ball, looking to extend their lead. Outside, long three, rattled around, but didn't want to go in. And a long shot from number 21, who I'm guessing is Molly Potter, but I'm not sure. Just when she's been in the game, she's done most of the point guard duties, which is what Molly usually does. Now on the other end, Masco with a 3, no. 2 players collide, and 22 for the Panthers ends up getting the ball. Nice pass. She immediately kicks it all the way out to number 3. That ball movement has got to stay crisp. They want a good shot. Ends up taking a long 3, and it's not going to go. Carissa flying up the other end now, gets it to her teammate. Her own look on a 3, that was Jamie Weber, couldn't make it happen. Now Molly driving up the other end. Beverly a long 3. This game right now, both teams sort of exchanging long shots, long 2s and long 3s. Panthers especially have got to try and be just a little bit more patient on offense and get the ball moving. And that foul going to be on 23 for the Panthers. Now when Durain gets a hand on it, great play by her, and the Panthers come up with the ball. Molly thought about taking a shot, then drives in, kicks it back out. Long shot again, no. Durain tried to make another great play on the ball, but not that time. Now on the other end, a one-on-one, driving against the defender, no. They called the foul there. I believe they called it on number 50 for Masconomet, Mia. Tried to get it in down low, but number 50, Mia, there again, just takes that pass right away from her. Now Carissa kicks it out. Driving against 20, and she ends up getting the contact and the foul. So for just the second time actually in the game so far, if somebody's going to go to the line the second time though. Both times though, it's Masconomet who gets to the line. And no good on her first attempt. And got it. Mia again. Converts on her second. And Masconomet up 10-3. Molly. Good ball movement that time from the Panthers. That might have been the best offensive possession so far. And they finally get an easy look from down low. Beautiful ball movement. Durain, another crisp pass from her. Now trying to get into the middle of the defense. That time nothing doing for Masconomet. But then a drive gives it off to Margaret Hook, who ends up getting the bucket. So now just under 5:15 to go, 12-4 the score. Both teams now doing a little more on offense. Beverly again, a long shot. 20 comes up with her own rebound though and puts it back. Great hustle, but they don't get back on defense, and then bailed out again though. As 52, Margaret Hook couldn't handle the pass. It was a little behind her. Now Carissa's driving against Potter, no. And Potter comes up with a rebound. Looking to fly on the other end, but ends up having to give it off. And Molly's sloppy pass, probably a little ill-advised, and now Masconomet can't convert on the easy look, and even on the putback chance, no. So Beverly once again getting bailed out despite the mistake and the easy look that Masco gets. Oh, no. Timeout is called, 4:27 to go in a 12-6 game. So Beverly making a few more inroads, at least here in this quarter. Much better ball movement. They finally got a nice look down low on a beautiful pass from Molly Durain to get the ball inside to, I believe it was 32, who ends up getting the easy bucket. That was probably the best looking offensive possession the Panthers have had so far, but still right now Masconomic's defense is making it very tough on Beverly and forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's really been their undoing so far. Luckily for the Panthers, though, Masco is missing on a lot of their easy chance opportunities, especially off the turnovers. So this game not getting away from Beverly yet, and they're hanging right with them right now with about 4.5 to go still. And Coach Kevin Kilty right there talking to his girls. Now on the inbounds, and we're underway. Inside long shot, got it. They do call it a 3. At least they did here. 12-9 now. Masco on the other end. They fight for the ball a little bit, and luckily no jump ball was called, and Beverly comes out with it. Now another shot, another long shot by 20, drains it. And just like that, we are tied. Masco started this game by going on a 9-0 run, and now we're tied at 12. Masconomic on the other end, and she ends up getting mugged down there. So Masco will go to the line for the 3rd time. Natalie Nolan. Oh, never mind. It was not in the act of shooting. What am I saying? 15 foul, though, on the Panthers. Beverly right now really stepping it up, though. As I said, it was 9-0 run to start. Now we're tied at 12. Carissa kicks it out, and finally Masco answers with a 3 of their own. I believe that was Jessica DeLucia. Now nearly a disaster, but it gets averted and ends up a disaster anyway, as now Carissa just ends up with the ball. She's driving, and she's going to draw the foul from number 30. I mean. So now Carissa at the line. And she drains her first. 6 fouls now. 16 fouls on the Panthers, so just 1 more, and then Masco will be in the bonus. Carissa good on her first, Carissa good on her second. So after tying it at 12, now a quick little 5-0 run for Masconomic, and another 3, but that time no good. Carissa bringing it up the floor, tries to get it inside, then ends up 44, can't handle it though. Kicks it out on a long 3, well short, and Beverly comes up with it. It's good ball movement again, but Caitlin Coughlin, 44, could not handle it. Now she gets bumped down low. Carissa just sticks her hands right in there and takes that ball away. And the inbound pass could not get it over Carissa, and a beautiful pass by Carissa to find her teammate in stride, which was Jessica. And Masco finally converts on a steal and an easy look, something they actually have not done a ton of when they get the steals. Trying to answer with a 3 is number 10, but not going to go. 34 comes up with it, and the fight down there, it ends in a foul. And now number 3 will check into the game for the Panthers. 13 hitting the bench, and Masconomet is going to go to the line shooting the 1-and-1. This is number 34, Angelina DeLewis. Angelina shot up, no good. Ball goes out of bounds, and Beverly ball, 9:12 to go here in the first half. 9:12 is the score, 1:52 to go in the first half. Tried to get it in, but swatted away again. She was looking for Durain, now on the other end. Masco consistently doing a good job of getting behind the Panther defense, but once again squandering these easy look opportunities is Masconomet. Number 10, at least this time, drives nothing. Panthers continuing with the press. That hasn't done a ton so far though, especially when number 4 Carissa's in the game. She's very good point guard, very good ball handler so far for Masconomet, doing a great job of breaking the press. And they get a girl trapped. Now they get another girl trapped. They get 34 Angelina trapped. Masco still somehow has the ball and continues to somehow, between all the white defenders, still have it. Into Angelina again. An easy look, no. 32 swats it out of bounds. And they're going to say it went off Masco. Beverly ball again. Masco in the midst of a 7-0 run after the Panthers tied it at 12. Beverly trying to find their groove again. Shot clock's about to wind down, throw is up. A one-armed sort of hook prayer from way outside, not gonna go. Goes out of bounds, it'll be Masconomet ball after the shot clock violation. So now 15 seconds to go, driving in, looking for 34, not there, but Carissa comes up with it. And now just 5 seconds to go, winding down, and Angelina gets called on a travel, so now 4 seconds to go for the Panthers to try and get one shot. And Masco is deciding they'll make it as difficult as possible as she's going into a press shot. That pass way over her intended man, and then a foul. All right, do this over again, but now with only 2.4 seconds. Throws up an almost half-court prayer. It's not going to go. And the first half will end with Masconomet in front, 19-12 on the Panthers. So anybody else who's been tuning in so far, you'll know that, again, with COVID, some of the COVID stuff, we actually don't have a halftime anymore. At least not a true halftime. Now it's about 2.5 minutes in between quarters where they'll get together and talk. But, you know, they don't want them in probably the other team's locker rooms. They don't want people all that close together. So no halftimes right now. So this 6-0 Masconomet team finds themselves leading 19-12. And Beverly did a great job of clawing back after a dreadful start. They were down 9-0 in the first quarter. First 9 points for Masconomet. The first quarter ended just I believe it was 10-2 or 10-3. It wasn't much for the Panthers, but they came roaring back They came roaring back in the second quarter after being down 10-2. Ended up tying the game at 12, but then Masco, before the end of that first half, ends up going on another run, a 7-0 run, and now we find ourselves with the score what it is, 19-12. Masco definitely making things real difficult for the Panthers on offense. Doing a great job. They looked like they were even doing a zone at some point. They're staying in their shirts. Beverly's really settling for some long shots, some long threes. And that's definitely been a problem. And a lot of turnovers. Masco is creating a lot of turnovers. Fortunately for the Panthers, Masco has actually missed a lot of easy looks and easy bunnies off those turnovers. So this score could actually be a lot worse than what it is in Beverly. Lucky to find themselves still within striking distance. But, you know, if you got a team on the ropes, I mean, this is a good team for Beverly. They have a winning record, 4-2. And Masconomet is not putting them away like they probably feel they should, considering, you know, all the dysfunction and mistakes they were able to cause the Panthers to make. So for the fact that the game's only 19-12, it's actually, I feel like, a very good omen for the Panthers. So, and usually when you can't put a good team away, sometimes that usually comes back to bite you, and this could be the situation that Masco finds themselves in. So we're about 10 seconds out for everyone flipping around. If you're tuning into this, whether it's through the your local channel, or as we said, we do this stream live on YouTube as well. This is the JV game and then the varsity game, which my partner Mike Anderson will be back for that. Usually we will be back at 6 o'clock tonight to give you that game. So Masco looking just about ready. Kevin, coach for the Panthers, giving his last few nods of wisdom to his team before he sends them back out there. And that's, for Masco, pretty much the same starting lineup. Carissa, Jessica, Natalie Nolan out there right now as well, along with Jamie Weber. Turns around on a long three, nowhere close. So Beverly coming up with the ball. Beverly really needs a bucket right now. They got to get this quarter started off on a good foot. And nope, going to settle for a long three again, and it's not going to happen. And now Carissa's bringing the ball up, working against Potter. Now Durain turns around, and eventually they'll slow it down. Carissa thought about it, but not going to take it. Now she drives, the help comes, so she has to kick it out. Thinks about it again, working against Durain. Durain would have nothing of it, though. Uh-oh, but the middle is wide open. There's the beautiful ball movement. As they get it into Jessica, and she gets the easy bucket. Really held out as long as they could defensively there many times. Stopping penetration, getting the help to come over. But in the end, the ball movement just too crisp by Masconomet, and they end up getting themselves a great look and a bucket. And Masco commits a foul there. At least I think so. Now inside, no. And ball hits the turf. They're going to call the jump ball now. There it is. Or did Kevin call timeout before the jump ball? We'll see what happens after this timeout. I wonder if Kevin actually got that timeout in time when his team was in trouble, but before they called the jump ball, I don't know. So there he is, Kevin Keelty, the head coach of the Beverly JV team, talking to them right now as they find themselves down 21-12. Their deficit matching the largest it's been all day, which was 9 when Masco started the game off 9 on a 9-0 run. And now we're back underway. Panther ball. Molly looking inside and has it swatted away by Margaret Hook. And now a foul on 21, Molly. So another turnover for Beverly. Driving, kicks it into Margaret. Nothing there. And swinging the ball around the outside. Jessica decides to drive against her defender. Nothing there. Swinging around and a long 3. And boy, that did not look pretty, but they all count the same. Looked like a line drive out of her hand that hit the backboard, but it still goes in. Trying to answer with a 3 of their own, no. And now 24-12, a 12-point deficit for Beverly, which is the largest it's been all day. And now subs, as the starters will sit now for Beverly. Foul on number 23, they said. And now Carissa bringing the ball up the floor, no. Turnaround shot goes in. Good little shot there. Good luck for number 13 for the Panthers. Oh, Hook had a wide open look, but opted not to take it. He gets the ball right back, but ends up giving it back. Now she was looking for her teammate 41, no, but they end up tracking the ball down. Help coming, Carissa thinks about it, fakes out her defender, drives inside, leaves her feet, one-handed little hook shot off the backboard, goes in. 26-14. Inside, nothing, kicks it back out to Carissa. Swings it all the way up the floor. Number 30 on a 3, no, off the front iron. 4.5 to go now. Panthers in desperate need of a bucket. And that ball swatted out of bounds. They'll maintain possession though. 22 seconds still left on the shot clock. She's driving, nothing there. Jessica coming up with the rebound. Coming up on the other end, slows it down. Scannell has the ball go out of bounds, but they maintain possession. Now Carissa, beautiful pass, easy look again for Masco, not gonna go. Come out of it with the rebound though. Now swings it up, number 3 on a long 3, no. Panthers get a second chance. Now another long 3, no. Ball is bouncing around. Who's gonna come up with it? Hits the floor. And a foul. Foul called against the Panthers. Number 15, the guilty party. Swings it around. Carissa on a long three. She got it. Boy, I don't know. The scouting report, but she looks like she's definitely been the best player so far for Masconomet. And even showing off her three-point shooting skills there on that last possession. 29-14. It's much like the first quarter. Right now, it's a 10-2 run Masconomet is on in this third quarter. Get this ball inside, changes hands a few times, but they still come down with it. Number three, she was looking to drive, but she was denied. Shot clock winding down, just seconds left, gonna have to throw it up. Throws it up, no, it actually ended up being not a terrible shot, despite how rushed it was. And she was looking for her teammate, Brienne Cohen, in the near side corner that time, but had it go out of bounds. Off the Panthers, though. Long shot from Jessica, no, ball bouncing around, saved. Now she's calling for the ball, she ends up getting it. Great job by number three. Great hustle to save the play and then even come back and get the pass. Jeez, good ball movement. Everything working there on that offensive possession except finishing. And now Masconomet, good luck of their own, not gonna go. She gets it back. Carissa gets another shot at a three, not that time. That one did not come out of her hands quite as pretty as the last. Now tries to lob it up over the defender, but a great job, great awareness there by Angelina, who I don't even think was looking. I think she just either heard or maybe from the defender's look knew the ball was coming and just stuck her arm out there and swatted it away. She kind of played that like a football DB, playing a wide receiver on a deep ball. Turn around, mid-range, not gonna go. One coming up on the minute-and-a-half mark to go in the third quarter. And the shot clock goes off, but I'm wondering if it really did go off or if that's just another malfunction. And maybe it didn't reset. I think it didn't reset. Yeah, and it was a shot clock malfunction. I think it just did not reset. Let's see if just somebody messed up or if it's an actual problem with the clock itself. Talking it over right now. Keelty definitely not happy with what he was told, though. So now they'll put 15 seconds back on it. On the inbounds to number 50. That's Mia, but unable to be successful on her shot at 10 Panthers. Molly driving inside and comes up short. And a foul on number 13 for the Panthers. It was 13 against 13, I think. Driving. It's going to be a decent look, but couldn't handle it. Carissa now on the outside on a shot, no. The ball's bouncing all over the place, and Beverly cannot corral it. So 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Masconomet getting another chance. Thought about the three, ends up not to take it. Carissa has it go through the hands of Angelina. She's trying to track it down. She cannot. Both of them hit the floor, and it's a jump ball. So it'll be Panther basketball on the jump ball, 13 on the inbounds. Inbounds it to Molly. Molly flying up the floor. Carissa is the one working against her. Boy, a little push. It's lucky nothing was called. Now the ball goes out of bounds, off Masconomet though. There's literally a 1 second difference right now between the play clock and the shot clock, at least the one on the floor. I know you guys isn't always quite the same on your screen, but. And the ball nearly goes out of bounds. Good hustle by the Panthers to at least track it back down. Now under 10 seconds to go. I'd like Molly to try and put the shot off herself, but she has it poked away. Ball's going to change hands again. Seconds remaining. Molly throwing up a prayer, not going to go. And that is how the third quarter will end. And it ends with Masconomet leading 29-14. And that third quarter was much like the first quarter for the Panthers, almost identical, not being able to do much on offense. A 10-2 run by Masconomet, and now this lead has swelled to what you see now, where they're leading 29-14. Beverly got just one bucket in that third quarter. That was it. Kevin talking to them right now as they're all huddled around him. Masco on the flip side doesn't seem like they have much. Their coach doesn't seem like he has much to say to his bench right now, and they're certainly not. He doesn't have his starters standing up huddled around him. He's talking to them now. But Beverly was in this game for a while. They had a nice second quarter comeback. They rebounded very well, but things have really gone off the rails for them after that third quarter. They find themselves in the predicament that they are in now. So another thing with the COVID stuff for everybody, and again, people who have been tuning in, they knew the rules, but anyone who doesn't, a lot more time now are in between quarters as well. Now the fourth quarter will get underway. Masco starting with the basketball. Shot long three, no. I will say, there's two people, household family members around allowed for each game per player right now for the home team for Beverly, making them one of only, I think, 3 other gyms in the area right now who are allowing attendance at all. But I have to say, one of the cool things, though, with the no crowd noise is I can hear almost all of the communication that the players are doing down there on the floor. So that actually has been kind of an interesting addition to doing these games. Kind of fun to see. Inside, Molly. Durain got there a little bit late, didn't control her body at all, and slams her man to the floor. You're not going to get away with that one too many times. Margaret Hook at the line now for Masco. unsuccessful on her first, though. Hook on her second, drains it. And it's 30-14. And oh my goodness, that just an ill-advised pass right there. Another turnover. And that really has killed any momentum that Beverly is able to generate and pretty much any chances that they have on offenses. Just all these turnovers. And some pretty ill-advised ones as well. Masco playing some great defense and making it hard. But Beverly has had some very much ill-advised ones, and now 52. Hook gets the ball in the bucket. And things just going from bad to worse right now, 32-14. Long three, got it. Beverly at least able to get out of their doldrums a little bit with that long corner three. That's number 13, Jessa DeLucia, sort of killing some time. It over to her teammate from the near side corner, no. Beverly looking to run. They don't have numbers, though. Number 10 doesn't care. She's going to drive and take it anyway and draw the foul. So she draws the foul out of 41, Natalie Nolan. And now another foul, this one on Keatwood Coughlin. Driving inside, gets mugged when she puts the shot up. So 3 straight fouls for Masconomet, and finally gets the Panthers to the line. Boy, I don't know. I'd have to ask this question to the producer. Is this the first time the Panthers have been at the line in this game? Very well could be. She drains her first attempt. And she's good on both of them. Gets them both, at least some nice, easy free points. 32-21, the score that says here. Again, sometimes between our broadcast and what they have here, it's not always the same. It also doesn't, you never know which one's right. I think usually ours is right, though. Now Jessica getting over to Nolan, driving inside. Beautiful, beautiful move by Natalie Nolan. And now Carissa checks back into the game for Masconomet. Number 3 checking into the game, and number 23 for the Panthers. So now at the line trying to complete the 3-point play. Not that time, and Molly comes up with the rebound. And number 13 from just about the foul line, no. That ball goes off Jessica's hands, and Beverly with another chance. I don't know what they stopped that for. Panther ball, the clock didn't start, drains a 3. Nice, number 20 there for the Panthers, draining a 3. I think that's the second one that she's drained actually in this game. 34-24 the score now. At least the one that they have on the board here. So actually with 4:23 to go, it's only a 10-point game. And that ball goes off the hands of Masco, and Beverly another chance, 4:19 to go. And actually trailing by just 10. And now too aggressive, trying to break the press, but they don't have numbers still. 3 calling for the ball. She was wide open. Elects to take the shot. It's off the mark though, and Masco comes up with it. Now up on the other end, now they have numbers. Jessica gives it right back to 53, but then heaves it back court. Boy, talking about missed opportunities. Man, Masco had the numbers. Beautiful pass to Jessica DeLucia, and Jessica, the very unselfish basketball move, realizing that her teammate who had just passed her their ball actually was still wide open with a better look than her and gave it back to her. But Masco still unsuccessful in the possession. Now they get it inside, working against the defender. Little hook shot not going to go, out of bounds, and it's Masconomet ball. Oh no, not Masco ball, Panther ball. 13 thinks about it. Number 10 on a long 3, well short. Now number 30, Potter, coming up the floor. And that ball goes out of bounds. Tried to give it back to 52, but the pass was just too far for her. Number 3 comes up with it for the Panthers. They don't have numbers. They got to slow it down. They do. Now number 10, the help comes. The no penetration. Turns around. Jumper, no. Tried to swat it away from her, but Masco still comes up with it. Maybe Masco now aware of the clock, trying to eat some of it with 2:50 to go and a 10-point lead. Carissa driving around in a beautiful take, a little floater, and just nice little touch, bangs it off the glass. 36-24 now. Potter looking to take 52, beautiful shot. That was Potter working against Margaret Hook, and ends up pulling up for the mid-range jumper, no. And on the flip side, though, Masconomet is going to get to the free throw line. So a 10-point game, Masco at the line with 2:19 to go. 36-26, 2:19 to go, and a mass substitution for the Panthers. And missed them both. So a break there for Beverly, but they give it right back to the Chieftains. Oh, geez. Now with that foul, Masco is at the line for the 1-on-1. Carissa, the one taking the shots. And she's good on her first. And hits the front board that time, but it goes in anyway, the little shooter's roll. gets them both, and now the deficit for the Panthers is at 12. And then some sloppy ball handling on the other end. Masco gets the ball right back. Carissa, through the pressure, brings it up the floor. Nice pass. But she couldn't handle it. And then on the other end, Beverly just heaves it all the way back and gives the ball right back to Masco. Boy, some quick passing. Number 30 on the shot. Got it. That is Jamie Weber. After some nice ball movement there. Long shot off the backboard, no. Masco's Natalie Nolan flying down on either end, now gives it to Carissa. And you know, I got a little printed up roster for Masconomet, but there's not too much information as Carissa drains another bucket. So I don't know what year everybody is in, but I will say this. Carissa Scannell seems like their best player, and she's a good player. Seems like she's really stood out on the floor today, and I wonder just what year she's in, if she'll make an impact next year at the varsity level for this always seems stacked Masconomet girls team. Shot clock about to expire, just 3 seconds. And rattle around, didn't go in. And Masco went up and down there. Now inside, almost another turnover. Beverly still comes up with it. Nice shot. Number 13 for the Panthers. On a long two, got it. And now the shot clock turned off. Masconomet will just pass the ball around and sit on this lead and try to run out the clock so they can extend their record to a perfect 7-0. And there it goes. Masconomet takes this one over the Panthers 42-28. They extend their record to 7-0. The Panthers JV squad drops to 4-3. So Beverly hung around for a little bit after a disastrous first quarter where they went down 10-2, clawed their way back to tie it at 12. But unfortunately, the third quarter sort of went the same way as the first quarter. It was pretty much actually the same score. I believe it ended at 10-2. Masco outscored them in the third quarter as well. And then Beverly did a nice job at least trying to battle back. In that fourth quarter, they got the game to at least a 10-point game at one point. But Masco just too good, too deep, and they get the W here. So if you guys, everybody knows that was the JV game. We will be back. BevCam will be back. I'll be back, and I'll be back alongside Mike Anderson to bring you the varsity game tonight, starting at 6 o'clock, where the Beverly Girls Panthers take on Masconomet. For the third time this year, by the way, as well. And last game, Masco didn't show up into the building until pretty late, and I think they were a little off their game, so the Panthers played them pretty tough and had a chance down the stretch. They just kind of let the game get away from the second half. Beverly trying to get some revenge, though, later today. But the final score here, the JV squad for Masconomet takes it over the Panthers 42-28. I'm Dominic Lorenzano signing off until about an hour and a half from now. Night, everybody.